Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Harry from Spurs TV, and I'm back with another video. So I came back quite late last night from the game, so I didn't really want to do like a match reaction straight away. I was very frustrated, as you'll learn in a few minutes. So today we're going to talk about the West Ham game, hopefully not too much, and then look to Newcastle, which will be on Sunday, which actually when this airs will be tomorrow. Yeah, let's talk about West Ham. I felt Spurs were very predictable. Just again, the same issues we've had the past 4 games or month. Everyone say it. Take the lead, relax, faff around a bit, and then we lose the game. So it's just what happened again. I felt like West Ham. We kind of played into their hands. I think they were always going to come to Spurs and sit deep. They were never going to attack us that much. And they were just going to wait for the right moments and capitalize, and that's essentially really what happened in the game. Obviously, Ange started with an interesting thing with Basuma and Højbjerg, which I actually thought on paper might make a difference because he probably thought it would be like a London derby, it would be a scrap. So again, you maybe add another more defensive-minded player in that position. But it did force Kulusevski to play on the right. And again, we saw a very poor performance from him on the right. Johnson again was poor on the left. Son, he had a couple half chances, but apart from that, he didn't really offer anything else. Unfortunately, nowadays with Son, if he doesn't get any supply, he's basically anonymous. Like, without Maddison, the guy is just not a player. Sort of mirrors one that without Kane, Son's like half a player. It was kind of the same sort of thing, really. But people need to realise this. Son is not the same player he was 2 or 3 years ago. He's lost the pace a bit. It's just age. It's not like I hate him as a person or anything. He's not the same player. We saw it with Bale when he came back. It's the same sort of thing. And then, obviously, I thought Kudus caused us a lot of problems from West Ham, and I think he's probably more of a player we need at Spurs, actually, rather than Kulusevski, especially if he's going to play on them on the right. I think the changes he made in the substitutions were very iffy. Skip for Lo Celso, but maybe that's to do with legs, but Ange apparently said it was tactical, which is quite interesting because I didn't see the tactics behind it. And he tried something different when we're trying to get the equaliser. But I just felt like we're too relaxed, we're too predictable. I think teams know just to set off us now, and we need to try something different. Try a new formation. Try being more direct. Maybe, I know people won't like me saying this, maybe try some long balls with Richarlison up front. It's kind of Stoke style, isn't it? And just try something different. Try a 4-4-2. Try a 4-4-1-1. Because Newcastle up next, who are obviously on the back of the loss of 3-0 with Everton, who are playing great football, by the way, guys. And we've got them in a few weeks. They're not going to come to Spurs to lose the game. Newcastle actually have quite... I don't like playing against them. They seem to do well against Spurs. They'll come here, they'll be solid. They have a very good back line. I know Pope's going to be missing, but apart from that, their back line is very good. They'll frustrate us. They'll try and do the same thing West Ham did, and probably even to a better degree. And they have even more, problems for us up front with Isak. He's a brilliant player. And Bruno Guimaraes, and the midfield battle is going to be very interesting. But looking to Newcastle, he has to change it. He has to do something different, because if he doesn't change it, we'll be sitting and having the same conversations we've had for the past month. Oh, we took the lead, the players relaxed, we lost the game. It's almost like the players think they're going to turn up and just win the game, because the first 10 games, that's what we did, people would say-ish. But the difference is the first 10 games we had Maddison. And Maddison's just a more purposeful player. So what I would do, I'd probably play Lo Celso, Kulusevski, play Lo Celso further back, Kulusevski and maybe Sarr as a 3. Or if we're going to see something different, which Scarfi spoke about on Southie Coach, I quite like the idea of playing obviously the back line we did, or back 5 we did, and then play Sarr with Basuma as like kind of holding players, and then play someone maybe like Kulusevski in field, like slightly tucked in, but would force Porro and Udogie to play further wide, which doesn't kind of suit Ange's system, and would go against Ange's system. We'd literally have like 10 players in the middle at that point. But, try something different, that would be, though. Porro playing further wide and overlapping like he used to do, and then Udogie maybe playing further wide and overlapping, and then you'd have Gio maybe as a left side, or Brian Hill. I wouldn't surprise if Gio could play that position well as like a left attacking midfielder. And then play a front line of Johnson with Richarlison, or Johnson with Son. So at least you have 2 people to hit, and not just one. And obviously maybe one of them can roam, like maybe it's Richarlison. Richarlison could be the target man, and maybe Johnson could roam, because this isn't in. We don't know what someone's going to be, like how fit he's going to be, and I don't think he will be fit enough to play, if I'm being honest. So I'd do that, and yeah. So that's my preview. I think unfortunately I'm going to predict another loss. We're going to probably lose 2-0. I don't think Andrew will change it like I've sort of requested, if that's the right way to put it. And I just don't see Spurs getting any points for a very long time. And yeah, so leave you out and come on, you Spurs.